the Open, the opportunity came just from the rankings rise and the how you were competing at tournaments. How did you find out, or when did you find out that you were actually going to be playing in it?
Yeah, so I actually entered the final qualifying because if you're on the Curtis Cup team, you get I guess exempt into the final qualifying. So I entered the final qualifying, and then I was actually at a training camp for the Curtis Cup, and I got a text, and it was like, and it came through in an email and a text. It was like, oh, your entry to the Women's Open has been accepted, and I was like, oh, great! Like I got into the qualifier, and then that was the email, and then I checked the text. I was like, wait, that says the actual Women's Open, not the qualifier. So then I texted my dad, and I texted my mom and dad. It was like I screenshot I sent. I was like, I presume they're talking about the qualifier and not the actual tournament. And then I guess they looked up the qualifications, and one of them was the top ranked GBNI player got in. So yeah, I went out and played, like turned my phone off, and then I came off the golf course like 5 hours later to a text to dad being like, no, you're in the field, which was very exciting. And again, incredible experience, and it was very cool to kind of play with these girls that I have watched. You know, some of them I had watched at the Solheim Cup, and it was actually I met that year. I said I went in 2011. I went to the Solheim Cup. I also went to the Irish Open, which is in Killeen Castle as well. And I met Lexi Thompson, who was there. She'd like just turned pro. She was like 16, and I got a photo with her. And I was 11 at the time, and then I show up to the British Open and I'm playing like a practice round with her, and it was just it was crazy how it kind of came full circle of, you know, being this little girl who doesn't know anything about golf, like getting a photo of Lexi Thompson, and then I'm playing a practice round with her at the British with the Women's Open. So it was a really cool experience, and you know, I was playing well, I played well, and I made the cut, which was really cool. But yeah, it was a fun week, and I had my sister caddying, which was great, and you know, to kind of experience it with her too, because you know, she was a big reason of why I kind of like really got involved in the game. So yeah, it was a really cool week.
And given, I guess, the ambition to play pro and then obviously be playing in majors regularly later in your career, this being the first time that you kind of experienced that kind of level of competition, was there anything that you kind of didn't anticipate beforehand that you now know for next time, that like say when you go to another major, there might be other things around like the media focus, all that other stuff that at least you're ready for when you do go pro?
Yeah, I guess like I haven't like I've done some media stuff in some of the bigger amateur events I've played, but I guess like the level, you know, you walk off the 18th green and you know there's 3 people waiting for you to bring into like 3 different carts to do interviews, and I guess I kind of knew that setup was going to be around the Open, but like again, I didn't know if they'd have much interest in talking to me. But the way it worked out, you know, I played well, and you know, that experience of like, you know, dealing with the media and, you know, just like managing the week, and yeah, it was, I kind of took it all in, and yeah, it was a great week. And as I said, that was probably the biggest takeaway for me, you know, learning to deal with all like the emotions that go along with it, you know, like the first tee nerves, and you know, being able to like play my way into the round. And that was a big thing for me. And you know, I brought that forward into the Curtis Cup, because the week after, you know, there was a lot of media attention around that too, and I was able to, I guess, pull on my experience from the week previous, which was good. So
yeah, and obviously Leona was there, and it was, I think it was in and around the same time that she went off to the Solheim Cup and just was absolutely outstanding. Did you get a chance to speak to her at all during the tournament? I know obviously you're all competing, you have your different things going on, but was there any moment like in between rounds and things that you were able to catch up as 2 Irish people?
yeah, I got to play 9 holes with her one of the practice days, which was nice. So like I'd played with her before, and yeah, it was, you know, it's always nice when you're away and with a whole lot of other people, you know, seeing Irish people is always good. But yeah, no, she was great, and you know, it was exciting. Then like whatever 3-4 weeks later, and she's over dominating at the Solheim Cup, and you know, it's great to see, like, to have like an Irish role model to kind of see the way she's paved the path. And you know, she came kind of through the same college system, and you know, like I'd watched her play like Curtis Cups and stuff like that, and to kind of see what she's gone on and do is really incredible. And you know, it's great for Irish golf and for women's golf in particular. And you know, there's a lot of like young girls kind of growing up now that will see that and hopefully kind of, you know, get involved in the game and yeah, get playing golf.